My name is Carlos Rivera, and today I'm reviewing the title Separate Ways by Higuchi Ichiyo. It's actually the uh, famous female Japanese writer who died at an early age of about 24 years old. She was actually the first major Japanese writer in 6 centuries. And, unfortunately, like I said, she passed away at an early age. But in Separate Ways, which is kind of a shorter story, there's two main characters. Okio, which is she's a seamstress, and she also does, I guess, washing of clothes and things on the side. And then a very short young man of about 16 named Kichiso, and he's kind of plagued by many insecurities, including the fact that he's small, and they call him Dwarf. And so the entire story is really a dialogue between those two people. Kichiso is basically an orphan, or at the very least doesn't know kind of his origin and his parents. He's more or less a homeless guy that has managed to latch on to an umbrella shop, and he actually works there. And of course, the lady that took him in, she has passed away 2 years prior. But he meets Okio when Okio moves into kind of a smaller area where the shop is. And they're having a dialogue, and he's kind of more self-abasing and talking about his shortcomings. He comes in late at night to eat some rice cakes, to heat up some rice cakes and eat them, to spend time with Okio. And the story begins where he's talking about how much he wishes she was his sister, and how much he appreciates her and the time that they spend. And it really kind of looks up to her. And then they talk about kind of the wrongdoings of the place that he works in, and the fact that he gets to wear a kimono with short sleeves, and he's perfectly fine with that. He's okay with his stage in life, even though his regrets are more around familial, not having family members to carry on. But Okio, on the other hand, is a hard worker. She's, like I said, a seamstress, but takes the time out to not only provide for him and some of the shelter and some of the time that they spend together, and the food. And then obviously as the story progresses, they talk more and more about, with him, more of his insecurities and the fact that he's doesn't know his origins and how much people make fun of him. And as you find out later on in the story, Okio has found a place to go, basically to work for a wealthy family, and this really ticks off Kichiso. So he basically becomes kind of verbally abusive towards her for making a decision, saying that she's going to regret it, and kind of ends it with being miffed at her. And so the aptly named title Separate Ways, they go their separate ways after building such a good relationship, and almost like a brother sister relationship. They end up kind of with him being miffed about her decision, and really it's a dejection or a feeling of rejection. He says at one point that basically everyone that he cares about ends up leaving him. So the lady that gave him the original start, she's left him by passing away, and now Okio's doing the same thing. So overall, it's a really good story to kind of talk about just the differences in their lives, and the relationship they form, and then his harsh reaction due to his insecurities. Thank you.